Welcome to Politics Done Right. I am your host, Egberto Willies. This is a progressive program that will take the mystery out of politics. This is the program that will encourage you to make sure government becomes we the people. Whether you are liberal, progressive, conservative, or otherwise, you get to air your point of view. We are an independent media outlet that, unlike mainstream media beholden to corporations, we only owe allegiance to you. Remember, you can also send me a tweet at EGBERTOWILLIES. That is at Egberto Willies. Let us engage. It is Politics Done Right. Well, folks, welcome to a night edition of Politics Done Right. I just got through watching the Republican convention. You just got through watching the Republican convention. And the idea that I had here is to see if there are people out there that are having issues, that are concerned. So I left the phone line open. Actually, I thought I left the phone line open. I don't actually have the phone line up right now, but to see if anybody wants to call in and tell me what their impressions are. Actually, the phone lines are open now. So give us a call at 346-248-7799. Again, that number is 346-248-7799. Anybody wants to say anything and their thoughts? I have a whole lot of thoughts, a lot of things that I want to say, but I want to see if anybody wants to say it first. Again, number is 346-248-7799. The code is 254-600-9091 to get in. Again, that code is 254-600-9091. MAGA landslide USA correct is what Be Positive says. And Darren Law says, my condolences. No, I don't think it's condolences. I thought after I watched that, it turned out to me to look like, oh my God, this guy has really gone over the edge. He cannot believe the things that he's saying. So I decided to come on here and, have a few words with all our peeps, including my MAGA friends. The reality is that was the speech of somebody that knows they're losing, and the issues that they brought up were so far from and distinct from reality that it made absolutely no sense. So anybody wants to give us a call at 346-248-7799, code 254-600-9091. Don't let me have to show you the polls, my friends. No, why bother calling you? You don't seem to have any sense. Be Positive, really? Okay. I mean, you should still call and see if you could give me some sense. Be Positive. I'd love you to give me a little bit of intellect. I don't mind you talking to me and teaching me a few things if you decide that you wanted to try. I mean, maybe you could do something. Darren Law, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by my condolences. He's been doing that for 4 years, Delice et al. Yes, he has. Yes, he has, and that's why his poll numbers can never grow, right? That's why it can never grow past the people that what we call the sycophants or the cult, the people who think that he's your cult leader, etc., etc. But anyhow, let me go ahead, and since I don't have any calls yet, I want to give some positive affirmation to some of the people on the left side that saw all the lies, and the thing that they thought the most was, I wonder if other people are going to believe it. And the answer is simple. Yeah. The people that are going to believe it are the people that have been believing it from the time he walked down those stairs for the election. But as far as whether those people who have had it with the president, meaning from the Republicans that have joined the Democratic train to the Democrats that have always not liked him or voted for him, which has always been the majority of the country. Remember, Donald Trump is not playing for the majority. Donald Trump is playing for one simple thing, an electoral college win. An electoral college win is only applicable when you can sneak it in, right? In other words, when we all thought that Hillary was going to win, or when we all thought that several other people were going to win, then it made sense. But now it does not make any sense. So the only way that the president has to win is to put the fear of people to make it seem like something inevitable. I went to a site today. This was interesting. I went to a website today that came out and said, guess what, folks? Donald Trump is winning. He has taken the lead. Rasmussen and Zogby has his approval rating ahead. And then I said, oh my God, is that really happening? Could that possibly be true? That somehow in one day all of this turned around? Not possible at all. I went and checked myself. Real Clear Politics and looked at all the most recent polls. Look, what you saw there at the Republican National Convention today was a joke. Not only was it a joke, it was actually a staged thing to put the fear of somehow that he could possibly win into your head. So to the Democrats, to the progressives, and to the thinking Republicans that have switched ship, here's what I have to tell you to do. It's over. The staging is over. What we're supposed to do right now is move on and tell the truth. I just want to remind my folks of some certain things that have happened. They came out and they said they're going to be the law and order presidency. Yes, let's make them the law and order presidency, because the amount of lawlessness that is occurring right now in that White House, as we put that information out, not to the sycophants, but otherwise it will be clear to people what's going on. Let's also make sure that everybody understands that while everything at that convention looked fairly well, let's remember one important thing. The vanity of the president, the hubris of the president, put the lives of 2,000 Americans in jeopardy by having a maskless event at the White House, in as much as it was outdoor. It isn't like a whole bunch of protesters wearing masks and screaming like what we have been seeing in Minnesota, Portland, and all these other places. Where we've had protests, protesters in general have been fairly responsible. However, let's understand the importance here that this president, out of his vanity, out of his hubris, has placed the lives of over 2,000 Americans at bay. Now, what does that mean? I am pretty sure that there are a lot of reporters, journalists out there in Washington that understand or know many of these people who attended that. Just like Herman Cain died for this president. Remember, Herman Cain wanted to make, Mr. 999, wanted to make a point. So he went to Tulsa, Oklahoma without a mask. He went to Tulsa, Oklahoma and went in without a mask to be among the other Trump sycophants. And what happened? He died. He died. A rich man, it doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor, whatever, if you get the coronavirus and your body is not of the right chemistry, you die. And what did Donald Trump do tonight? In order to create the semblance of normalcy, Donald Trump invited forced 2,000 people into the White House lawn, the South Lawn, so that they could listen to him hyperventilate, mostly lies, of course, on several issues. In fact, if you took a camera and looked at all the people that were out there, they were there saying, oh my God, what am I doing here? I saw the faces of a lot of people out there and it was like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? You know why they were there? They had to be there. They had to be there. And you know what's going to happen to several of them? In the next few weeks, a few of those people will be dead. What I do hope is that reporters are following all that get that list of all the people that are that's there and keep abreast so that we can show Americans it's not a hoax. It's not a hoax. And to show Americans that what Donald Trump has done there is set back. He's sent for all those people that flew into wherever they flew from to go into that White House, from wherever they flew from, to go into that White House. They're taking the coronavirus right back to where they came from and spread it further. So it's not enough that the president has killed 180,000 plus people with his negligence. That's not enough. Now, his one spreader event. His one spreader event by having all those people without a mask at the White House will further spread it to all over our country. So I want you to be cognizant of all of that. Now, anybody who wants to call, we have a whole lot of people on right now, but if you want to call in, please feel free to give us a call at 346-248-7799. The ID code is 254-600-9091. It's on the screen. Again, it is 346-248-7799. The ID code is 254-600-9091. AUK Nights Gaming, you don't watch lies? Oh, then you should be watching here, because this is the one place you're going to get the truth. This is the one place that you're going to get the truth. The one good thing that happened today is that Joe Biden preempted the president, as well as Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris made sure to put out, let me go ahead and show you what Joe Biden had to say, and then we'll take it on the other side. Joe Biden is fighting back. Joe Biden, I think, is doing a great job in the way he's addressing all the lies and misinformation that's being put out by the Republican National Convention. Let's hear this, and we'll take it on the other side.
There's what's happening in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I know you reached out and talked to the family. Jacob Blake was never mentioned in any of the speeches at the Republican convention, not mentioned when the Vice President, Mike Pence, spoke last night. He also said that Joe Biden would double down on the very policies that are leading to violence in America's cities, adding that the hard truth is you won't be safe in Joe Biden's America. Your response to that?
He keeps it. Yeah, Joe Biden's America. Look, while running a video of Donald Trump's America, the problem we have right now is we're in Donald Trump's America. You know, to quote Kelly Conway, she said, and I'm paraphrasing today, that they're looking for more violence and more disruption because it helps them politically. He views this as a political benefit to him. You know, he's rooting for more violence, not less, and it's clear about that. And what's he doing? He's kept pouring gasoline on the fire. This happens to be Donald Trump's America. This happens to be Donald Trump's America. Donald Trump's America. COVID is out of control. He's doing very little to be, he's not prepared. He didn't prepare for it. He hasn't responded to it. And he continues to be in a position where he does nothing to deal with it. We have 15 million people out of work. We have, 50 million. It just is amazing how, if you notice, they didn't speak about COVID, and they didn't speak about any of the reason why we're doing what's happening in Kenosha is happening. And by the way, I condemn violence in any form, whether it's looting or whatever it is. And by the way, when I spoke to the family, the mom was really incredibly straightforward. She said, "This is not who we are as a family. This is not who my son is. We condemn the violence." And so who's rooting for the violence here? And then you have, apparently, I don't have enough detail to make a final judgment. It looks like some of the militia folks were in there. A young man is a guy that shot 2 people. I mean, and where's the condemnation coming for that? So look, if I want to talk about safety, the biggest safety issue is all the people dying from COVID. Over 1,000 yesterday again. It's leveling off about 1,000 people a day. We're worse off than any other country in the world right now.
And that is great what he did. This is Donald Trump's America. Let Donald Trump run on that. Let Donald Trump says, you see, what you're seeing right now is what you're going to get under Biden. All Biden has to reply is, what we're seeing right now is under you. Remember, the Obama-Biden administration gave you a successful economy that was on the rise. You got a country that just needed to be taken care of. And what did you do? You did exactly what Trump has done to every one of his companies. And then you have to make the connection between everything that Trump touches goes bankrupt. And he has done the same thing that he has done with his companies to the country. And that needs to be the bumper sticker. What Trump has done to his companies, he has done to the country. And as long as we remember that, and as long as we cauterize that into the minds of every single American, then we won't have this incompetent person running the country after January 20th, 2021. Otherwise, we all know that he presents a clear and present danger. That clear and present danger must end on January 20th, 2021. Anyhow, the last thing that I wanted to say is to put a little measure on to my peeps and to go as follows. Folks, it's important that you stay strong. It's important that you don't fall for the facade. It's important that you just go ahead and do the hard work. Truthfulness, policy that everybody understands. In other words, we don't need to go out there into the weeds. We just need to start telling people what a new administration would actually mean for them, both health-wise, both financial-wise, both education-wise. And once we do that, that's all we have to do. Leave the theatrics to the liar-in-chief, to the theatric person-in-chief, and let's just do what needs to be done. No less, no more. Well, more. Always, you can always do more. I shouldn't say more. So let's go ahead and remember to just codify that into your heads. The show that you saw there bear very little resemblance to reality. And there are sycophants, there are cult members, but it's not near the majority of the country, nor it is not near the majority of the country when the Electoral College is taken into account. So you don't have to fear. I saw a lot of messages on my feed where people actually started to fear, do you think people are going to believe what Donald Trump has to say? And my answer is, they will only believe it in a vacuum. And you know what that vacuum is? No response from you. So therefore, all of us have to keep, by the way, if you're watching this, you need to be sharing this. If you're watching information that is telling people right stuff, share it. Talk to everybody. It doesn't matter if they're to the right, to the left, to the center. Talk to the values that they want. Talk to what they need. Talk to their wants. If you want to know how to talk to some of these people, that is one of the things that I've done in the new book that I wrote called It's Worth It, How to Talk to Your Right-Wing Relatives, Friends, and Neighbors. And I wrote that book especially at this time because I understood where we were in the things that we had to do. And not only that, because we wanted a massive win, not a partial win. We want a massive win. And the reason we want a massive win is we want to bring our right-wing brothers and sisters, or Trump, our MAGA 20 brothers and sisters, we want to bring them into the fold. We want to make sure that they are part of the answer that we are seeking, the part of the answer that we're doing. So folks, go ahead and consider getting that book. It's really worth your while. I just placed it into the feed. It's Worth It. How to talk to your right-wing relatives, friends, and neighbors. It's very important that we do that as well, not just continue to talk to the choir, that we also speak to everybody. I'm going to be checking out of here right now because I don't see that anybody wants to call in right now at this time of the night to say, hey, yay, nay, or whatever. I just want to leave with one more message. Stay positive. We have a lot of work to do. Elections are not given to you. You have to take them. You have to work for them. You have to talk to people. You have to respect people. You have to go where people are. And once we do that, we will not only win, but we will win in a landslide. I guarantee that if we do the work that is necessary. I intend to do the work that's necessary. I'm sure most of you intend to do the work that's necessary, fear or no fear. My name is Egberto Willis. This has been a night edition of Politics Done Right. I want to thank you so kindly for having listened to me. You guys have a wonderful day. And you know how I end this baby. I am what? Out.
Welcome to Politics Done Right. I am your host, Egberto Willies. This is a progressive program that will take the mystery out of politics. This is the program that will encourage you to make sure government becomes we the people. Whether you are liberal, progressive, conservative, or otherwise, you get to air your point of view. We are an independent media outlet that, unlike mainstream media beholden to corporations, we only owe allegiance to you. Remember, you can also send me a tweet at EGBERTOWILLIES. That is at Egberto Willies. Let us engage. It is Politics Done Right.